Transporting your e-bike doesn't have to be challenging. You just need a carrier that's specifically designed for electric bicycles. Before you head out, you'll want to make sure that your carrier can support the weight of your bike. We've tested and carefully picked the best bike racks for e-bikes below to safely transport your fat electric bike or another.
We have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range.
Starting at number 1, Swagman CURRENT, best for e-bikes with fenders. If you want a rack that's as sturdy as a Thule or Yakima, but won't put such a big dent in your wallet, the Swagman CURRENT hitch mount rack is an affordable solution. It doesn't come with quite as many bells and whistles, but this Swagman e-bike carrier will get your big, heavy bikes to your destination safe and sound. Even bikes with larger fenders can be successfully transported, as the locking mechanisms won't interfere with the fenders. The weight capacity is 60 pounds per bike, which accommodates most bike frames and styles. This one fits most 1.253 and 23 hitch receivers. It also fits most tires up to 53 wide, so you can transport fat e-bikes without hesitation. There's enough room for 203 to 293 wheels. Several cyclists have transported e-bikes with fenders without any issues. A ratcheting frame hook secures your bikes into place to eliminate wobbling and excess movement as you're driving. Adjustable straps hold the front and rear wheels securely in place, so the bike doesn't move around. Number 2. Hollywood Rack Sport Rider, best for heavy e-bikes. Safely transport up to 2 heavy fat bikes with tires up to 5 inches wide on the Hollywood Rack Sport Rider hitch rack. It's designed exclusively for 23 hitches. Hollywood Racks has been around since the 1970s and is known for making durable racks that accommodate most bikes. This fat tire carrier is one of the company's most recent additions, along with an RV rider for RVs. You can fit 2 large bikes on the Sport Rider, which can carry up to 2 80-pound bikes, 160 pounds total. It's a great choice for larger rides such as the Radrover 6 Plus electric fat bike. You can also mix and match bikes with 363 to 603 wheelbases. If you've previously felt like you couldn't transport your mammoth bike due to size constraints, this is the hitch rack for you. However, it's worth mentioning that Hollywood Racks recommends removing any e-bike batteries before loading your. Number 3. MARVOWARE Hitch Bike Rack. If you have a beastly bike that weighs up to 65 pounds or has 5-inch tires, or both, then this hitch rack is worth a look. It can carry 2 65-pound bikes for a total weight capacity of 132 pounds. Whether you're hitting the trails with a buddy or you need to bring 2 big bikes, this rack is wide and stable enough for your rig. A 4-bike version is also available if you need more room. You can carry most bikes, including road, hybrid, mountain, fat e-bike and non-electric fat bikes. The rack fits most 16 to 293 wheels. There's also an adjustable rear tire base that fits wheelbases from 35.4 to 49.23. An anti-wobble bolt prevents excessive movement and shaking, so your bikes will be secure even on bumpy and unpaved surfaces. Scuffs and scratches aren't inevitable when transporting a bike, especially with a carefully designed system. This epic hitch rack features adjustable soft foam padding around the clamps and a secure rear tire base to prevent unwanted movement. There are no straps, so you don't have to worry about scratching your vehicles. Number 4. Vibrilli V70 Sport Bike Hitch Rack. You might recognize Vibrelli from its popular mini bike pump, but they make high-quality bike carriers as well. The heavy-duty V70 Sport Bike Hitch Rack is recommended for cars, trucks and SUVs, with 2-inch receivers. Featuring universal cradles and a maximum 130-pound load capacity, you can easily transport 2 fat tire bikes or e-bikes. That's 65 pounds per bike, which is great for heavier loads. Each cradle fits up to 53 tires and accommodates most bikes. Padded locking arms secure bikes to the rack and guard against paint damage. With a dependable triple locking security system, there's no need to constantly check the rearview mirror as you drive. Components such as a locking cable and frame clamps keep your precious cargo secure. An anti-wobble system reduces movement in transit. Number 5. Buzzrack Approach 2-Bike Platform Hitch Rack. Easy loading. Are you tired of struggling to load your bulky bike? The Buzzrack Approach will make your life a little easier. It has a low platform that's easier to load and requires less heavy lifting. The total weight capacity is 110 pounds, which is ideal for beefy bikes. This rack works for e-bikes, downhill bikes, and fat bikes. It also accommodates most other bikes, including road, mountain, full suspension, and 29ers. You can also fit bikes for women and kids. However, if your bike has fat tires, you'll need to purchase the fat bike kit separately. This accessory fits tires up to 4.63 wide, adjustable arms with padded clamps and locking knobs. Rotate 360 degrees for flexible installation. They also won't scratch the paint on the frame. Fuss-free ratchet straps are included to secure each wheel. An anti-sway strap prevents unwanted movement even when you're driving over bumpy roads to reach your favorite trails. Number 6. Saris Superclamp X2-4 Bike Hitch Rack. If you tend to make last-minute plans, you can easily load up your bikes and hit the road with the Superclamp X from Saris. It features dual-wheel clamping hooks, so setting up your bike is a hassle-free process that takes just a few minutes. The smaller 2-bike version carries up to two 60-pound bikes. You can haul up to two 60-pound bikes and two 35-pound bikes on the 4-bike model. Both versions accommodate bikes with 20 to 293 wheels and up to 43 tires, so you can also transport most mountain and fat bikes. This rack also has a maximum 503 wheelbase to securely transport beefier rides. Whether you have a fancy TT rig or a shiny new e-bike, there's zero frame contact, so your precious cargo won't get scratched en route. It's a stretch to call any e-bike rack beautiful, but the Superclamp X comes closer than most with its sleek, single-bar design. That's right, your bikes will fit on a single bar. This slender rack is much less clunky than Number 7. RockyMounts Monorail. Although the RockyMounts Monorail has space for two e-bikes, an available add-on creates extra room for one more bike. Without the add-on, you can carry up to two bikes weighing 60 pounds each, 120 pounds total. With the extension, that number drops to 45 pounds for 3 bikes. The monorail accommodates most bikes, including regular and electric fat bikes, with up to 5-inch tires and diameters, from 203 to 293. You can also use it with road, BMX, and kids' bikes to accommodate the whole family. This rack fits bike 34 to 493 wheelbases, only transporting one bike. Consider the RockyMounts Monorail Solo. The RockyMounts Monorail 2-bike platform isn't the most innovative bike rack on the market, but it offers numerous features to make transporting big, heavy bikes that much easier. For example, you can adjust the trays as needed to avoid bike interference. This platform bike rack also tilts down 30 degrees for easy hatch access. It also folds